If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's the first thing that comes to mind when you see the Vitara Brezza facelift for the first time. Because there are hardly any changes, be it on the outside or the inside. But you can't really blame Maruti Suzuki for doing just that because this car is already so successful. But the biggest change is under the bonnet, where it gets a 1.5 litre petrol engine as compared to the 1.3 diesel of the old car. So the two questions are the cosmetic changes substantial enough for you to consider this car as compared to the newer rivals? And the second question is, does the petrol engine change the drive experience of the Vitara Brezza drastically? So let's start with the cosmetic changes up front. You get a brand new bumper, a big chrome grille which merges with the headlamps which are LEDs, the low beam as well as the high beam, and even the fog lamp is LED. So the tire size or the wheel size hasn't changed as compared to the old car. But yes, you get a new alloy wheel which looks a bit more elegant as compared to the old car. But as compared to the newer rivals which offer a lot more sharper looking alloys, this looks a bit too simple. Changes at the rear are limited just to the new bumper which is more aggressive and the new LED tail lamps which do look a lot more stylish. As compared to the old car, the interior layout on the Brezza remains exactly the same. So you get a dash which is simple and even the quality levels are the same. So as compared to the Venue or even the XUV 300, the interior quality of the Brezza isn't as good. Apart from a cabin that is comfortable for 5 people, you also have lots and lots of storage spaces. The boot too is big enough and you also get 60/40 split folding rear seat for added convenience. So in the facelift of the Vitara Brezza, you do get additional features. For example, you get auto-dimming rear view mirror, you get a different 7-inch touchscreen system which is also present in the XL6 or the Ciaz. You also get auto folding and opening rear view mirrors. But as compared to its rivals, the Vitara Brezza isn't as feature heavy. For example, you don't get a sunroof, neither you get 6 airbags even as an option. You also miss out on features like tire pressure monitoring system, wireless charging. In the Vitara Brezza facelift, you do get some cloud-based features, but it uses the connected phone's network instead of using an embedded SIM like in the Venue. So it doesn't get functionality like geofence alert, remote engine start-stop, and remote door unlock and locking. Now, let's come to the biggest change in this car, the engine. The Vitara Brezza is powered by the same 1.5 litre petrol engine that you get in the Ciaz and the XL6. It also shares the same gearboxes, the 5-speed manual and the 4-speed automatic transmission. So, how is the Vitara Brezza Petrol to drive? So let's start with the automatic gearbox first. Yes, on paper, this 4-speed torque converter does feel a bit old school as compared to the 7-speed DCT from the Venue or even the 6-speed torque converter from the EcoSport. But out in the city, if you don't know that fact, you won't even realize it because this engine and gearbox feels smooth. It also accelerates in a linear manner. So yes, driving it in the city is easy. And even when you want to do a quick overtake at city speeds, this engine and gearbox has enough grunt to make your life easy. But on the flip side, out on the highway, this gearbox does start to show its basic roots. It cruises fine because it's got tall gearing, so you can do 3-digit speeds all day. But as soon as you want to do a quick overtake, this gearbox does hesitate a bit to downshift, or in fact, sometimes it tries to be in the same gear and use the engine's grunt to accelerate ahead. So yes, you have to plan your overtakes well in advance. So overall, this engine and gearbox combinations feels flawless in the city. It does show some limitations when you're out on the highway, but if your highway commutes are limited to just that odd weekend getaway, then the Brezza Automatic will be fine for you. This engine and gearbox combo also doesn't feel at home while going uphill, and the fact that you don't get manual control makes your life even more difficult. Yes, you do get an old school gear selector from which you can choose different ratios, but it isn't the easiest to use. The manual transmission car, on the other hand, feels more at home out on the highway because you have 5 ratios to play with. You can make use of the engine's grunt a lot better. Although this engine has more than enough power, it doesn't feel sporty, say as compared to the Honda Cities, which feels a lot more free revving and more powerful. What you also miss with the petrol engine is the outright grunt that you used to get with the turbocharged diesel, where in the diesel it was very easy to overtake in any gear. You have to downshift a lot in this car to make a quick overtake. But the trade-off for grunt is refinement. In fact, this engine is so refined that at low speeds you hardly hear it. And even when you rev this engine out, it always feels composed and never sounds harsh. In fact, the Vitara Brezza's overall refinement has taken a huge step ahead. Where in the old car you used to hear engine noise, a lot of wind noise, this car feels silent. The manual version of the car excels at low speeds too, thanks to the slick gear shifts and the light and progressive clutch. The engine too feels responsive at low speeds, resulting in minimum gear changes. What has also improved over time is the ride quality on this car. Where the original Brezza used to feel a bit too stiff over broken surfaces, this car now feels supple, more comfortable, and also the suspension works silently, which adds to the refined character of this new car. The Vitara Brezza was always a fine handling SUV, and with the lighter petrol engine it has become even better. Like all electronic power steering systems, the steering doesn't have much feedback and feels a bit lifeless, but it is direct with hardly any play in center head position, and even when you chuck the car hard into corners, it feels alive. The chassis is well balanced and you can really have fun with this car. So that's the 2020 Vitara Brezza facelift, and I have 3 problems with it. First, it still isn't as feature rich as compared to its rivals. Second, because the interior layout and materials used is the same, in terms of design and quality, it still isn't as good as, say, the Venue or the XUV. Third, because this car is petrol only, you do miss the punch you get from the diesel and also its efficiency out on the highway. But other than that, what really works for the Brezza is the fact that it's a great family car where you get a practical interior, it is spacious, it is also really refined, and also the ride quality is a lot better as compared to the original Brezza, so it is a lot more comfortable. Then there's the handling, which still puts a big smile on your face because this car is really good fun to drive. So between the manual and the automatic, we would choose the manual transmission because it is 1.5 lakhs cheaper than the automatic. The second thing is, because the engine is responsive and the controls are light, it isn't causing you any inconvenience either.